Hi, everybody. I'm Jaylyn with Crafty Girl Creations, and I wanted to show you some more of our St. Patrick's Day good luck stamp set. And I've incorporated a couple things from an event that I went to last weekend. My friend Sharon made this great card. I loved it using the party banner dies. And if you guys haven't seen the party banner dies, you want the party banner dies. Plain and simple. That's all there is to it. It's the most fabulous thing I think I've seen Stampin' Up! Come out with in a long time. And they started these in the annual catalog last year. So as we go through, I'm going to show you that the all the dies that you get with it and everything. And it's a little bit more of an investment, but you will literally make money off of it. So I did my daughter's banner for her that we used at her bridal shower. I added and Caleb, because it said happy or congratulations, Shay. And then I added and Caleb for their wedding rehearsal dinner and their reception. So it's amazing, and you could do so much with it. Today we're going to be using it for making a card, so not for doing a banner at all. So that's kind of really cool too. I'm going to go ahead and switch to my overhead camera and show you a couple things, and then we will get right into making our card. Okay, there we go. So right now I've got a block out, and I've got my Stampin' Positioner. I think we're probably going to use that based off of what I was looking at and planning for today. We are going to use a combination, as you saw in the description of today's live. We're going to use a combination of good luck. I'm going to incorporate some of what my friend Sharon did with her card, and I'll show that to you here pretty just a second. We're also going to use some parts of Pretty Florals, mainly the stem or the stems here with the 3 stems, because I'll show you her card. Let's see. This is the card she made, and with Sending Love, she used the Made with Love suite and the designer series paper for that, and the combination of using that and the Pretty Floral stamp set. That's how the flowers here are done. You could either do it on colored paper like she did and do one stamp color, or you could actually do it on white and do two-step stamping, because it comes with a background that you can make it any background color you want. So let me go ahead and set that aside just for set it kind of up here for our visual, what we're going to be doing. And I didn't show you the inside on purpose, because that's a neat little trick we're going to do. So I'm going to set it this way so you really can't see the inside. I'm going to be sneaky about it. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is the sneaky part, because you always say that I've got my cardstock already cut, 8.5 by 11. I cut it in half, and then scored it 4 1/4. So I've got that already set, and I am going to grab my cutter because we want to cut this. We're going to set this aside for just 1 second. Get my cutter here. I don't want the whole front of the card, because as you could see, she's cut off everything up to what I did was cut the card in half. I could have just cut the cardstock, but I wanted to show you, if you've already got cardstock cut for making cards, a quick, easy way. This is 2 1/4 inches. This part right there. So I just opened up my card, because I like to sometimes cut cardstock. Oops, turn it in this way. I like to sometimes cut cardstock ahead of time, so I've already got, if I'm making my own cards. not doing a live or anything, but so I'm going to measure that out to 2 1/4. And we're going to cut off the front, that part of the front of the card. See, now we're left with 2 1/4 of the front of the card. And you know me, this is going to put the scraps. And I'll use it for something. So the first thing I'm going to do, besides that, is I'm going to set that aside there. We're going to pull our stamping positioner back. And I am going to do the inside of the card first. So I have pulled off, I have already cut out the inside of the card on the white. And that is 4 1/4 by 4. And I'm going to take and put this right on the 0 mark in the very center of the card. So if it's 4 inches wide, you're going to put it in between 2 and 2, with 0 being your center right here. Okay, then I'm going to take and put when I cut out our banners, and I'll show you those here real quickly. I used 2 of the banners, and these are only 2 of them. Oh, it's magnetic. Ah, don't you love it? Well, I didn't lose them. I want to show you the banner dies. If you've not seen these, check this out. You have dies up to the largest one, which I used, and then one into it I've used the next one in, and that actually gave me a solid back color. And then I used a designer series paper, and then came in here and used another one of the smaller, this one here, for another solid piece of paper, and then put the letters on the front of it. So I had 3 different, 2 different colors, solid colors, with a designer series paper in the middle, and it looks really nice. I will post a picture of that so you can see what I'm talking about. I've lost one of my little corners, but these little corners are used for you to poke a hole in the corner of your banner so that you could run your ribbon through. And then you've got your little grommets here that you could add some strength. Okay, strength to that. And these are 165264. I think I put that in the description already. And I want to show you, you've got that just does your banner. That set does your banner. And then you have the set of the alphabet. Yes, they're not going to leave you hanging. You got the alphabet. Every letter, whether you've got letters that need little squigglies, or every letter is in here. And these letters are perfectly made so that they will fit on that banner die. So I just wanted to bring those to your attention, just because that's just something, if you like making banners, and it's a lot cheaper to make them than it is to, and then your friends want you to make them too, which is fun, Now, back to our card. What we're going to do is we're going to take it. I marked this, like I said, for the center. And I am going to take this, and we're going to put it in the center, because it's an exact copy of the one that's on the front of the card, of the one we cut out. This is what I made a template so that we could in here. All right. Now what we are going to do, so let me go ahead and put this down. To give it just a little extra fun, the fun factor, I am going to take a blending brush, of which I forgot to grab, so bear with me. There we go. I knew I was going to do it, but I forgot to grab the blending brush. And I'm going to pull out Daffodil Delight, which is the card base that we're going to use for the banner I've already got cut. And a little sheet of extra paper, just so I don't get ink all over everything. Over here to the side, because you want to take, that's what I forgot to do. I want the ink on the paper, just not on my, there we go. Just not on my card. I want the ink on my card, just not on my positioner. Thank you. You guys understand my neuro by now. So I'm going to hold the corner because I did cut it awful close. I forgot that I was going to do this. And I'm going to just kind of bring that over. And we're just kind of just coloring this in. And this will be for the inside of the card, just as a little special surprise. I thought this was such a neat little trick she did. Sharon, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, we'll set this aside now. I'll put my paper back over here so I know right where it's at, because I used that a couple times. And now, as you can see, you've just got just a little extra something something on the inside. And I keep this, I'm going to take and put this right in that banner punch. So that way I'll have it again, and I'll probably make another one too. But alrighty. So now we're going to take and glue this down. Set this over out of the way. And then put my glue away. Or put my ink away. I meant I was using my glue. That's why I said glue, because I was looking at it. You ever do that? You go and say the word that you were just looking at instead of the word you meant. Okay, let's get that. There we go. So now, I know it doesn't look quite right yet, but we're going to get there. Just trust me. I'm going to pull out a few other things here that I've kind of got pre-done. Oops. Oh, one more. There we go. Okie dokie. And the first thing I did was I cut some more of that designer series paper that we used the other day. And we're going to put that on the front. But I cut it just a little too wide. So let me get my cutter out again real quick. I got to put this ink away before I forget it again. You know, with this. There we go. That one's a fairly new ink pad, so I cut it just a 1/4 inch too wide. So let me get to my quarter mark. There we go. And, you know, I might use it for something. I almost threw it away. All right, now we're going to go ahead and glue this to the front of that card. And this one is, these are real sturdy, this designer series paper. It's almost like they've got like a little bit of a cardboard back. But it makes for a really nice card. Nice and sturdy. Alrighty. And I put that, just kind of centered it right to left. And it goes top to bottom. There we go. And our next step is going to be to stamp before we, right, you stamp first. So we're going to put this right there. And I'm going to get out the good luck, or not the good luck, but the pretty florals. This one I still have from the original packaging. I do have an extra one of those I ordered by accident too. So the pretty florals, the stamp set, where you've got these are your solid colors. So if you ink that with solid coloring, then you could take one of these or one of these or this one, I mean, just which, depending on which flower you use, to stamp it a different color for two-step stamping. We will do that one probably next week, because I do want to show you two-step stamping. It's pretty basic, easy, and it makes for really pretty cards. Okay, let me just get the ones I want, because instead of a flower, I got another little thing we're going to do. It's St. Patrick's Day, so we're going to have to St. Patrick it up. Let me get my... Alrighty. So now I need my Shy Shamrock, which is here. This is one of our in colors from let me see if I can get this right, 2023 and 2020, no, 24 and 25. So when it comes this coming June, it'll be headed out and we'll have new in colors, I think. If I'm on the right year. I think we've just got short time left with Shy Shamrock, or about a year maybe. Okay, so let me go ahead and ink this up. Now, as you can see, this is the base for it's going to give you, yep, there we go. Just going to press down there. It's going to give you your stems. I was trying to think of the words. There we go. Now, I was thinking, you know me, instead of flowers, this is a St. Patrick's Day card. So we're just going to, instead of putting flower tops on it, we're going to put shamrocks. Now, there's not a die set for this. So yes, you see me doing something I rarely do, and that's fussy cut. This one turned out pretty good, and I want to teach you how to fussy cut, because everybody doesn't like to fussy cut. I'm actually cutting into the green because I don't want a border, and I am moving the paper, but not my scissors. My snips are staying exactly, they're pointed straight north here the entire time, and I'm moving my card. That's the secret to fussy cutting. And by doing it on the edge, it's going to make these shamrocks look more realistic to me. We know it's a card, they're not realistic, but it's going to kind of give you that rugged edge. And you see I'm moving the paper around, but my scissors are staying straight north. One more. All the way to the point and just cutting right out. And just turning my paper as I need. Makes for a nice, makes for a lot better of a curve too. And last piece. There. And you see how little time that took. So that's all about how you fussy cut. Now these I'm going to put up on dimensionals. Oops, let me grab my dimensionals here. So I need 3. There we go. There's, almost, nope, they're fine. I wasn't sure if I needed to use the big ones or not, but that's what I pulled off, and they'll be fine. And yeah, it's going to be green and green, but I thought this is going to be cute by putting and I went ahead and cut out the other 2 already, just for the essence of time. Oops, where's my take your pick tool? Oh, there it is. Always closed. It's never very far. Easier to get the paper off. So we are going to put that one there. One there. Oh, that one came off auto quickly. And one there. I thought that was just kind of cute. Now this one, I'm going to also stamp good luck. And get my yellow back out. I thought did I put it away? I think I put it in the wrong place. Oh, no, here it is. Didn't put it away. That's why I didn't see it. And this is, you think yellow won't show up. Well, that's what this piece is for, is so that this shows up pretty well. There we go. Good luck. The only thing I think I would have done differently, now that I'm looking, because you plan and then you change your mind, is I probably would have used like a different color green, like a garden green maybe for the stems, but I didn't, and that's okay. It still is going to be a nice, cute card, and somebody still will appreciate getting that in the mail. And if that would be you, if you'd like to get this card in the mail, if you would please type in the comments, good luck. And we're just going to take and put this right in the middle. I'm going to pick it up and just make sure we're good and centered. Perfect. Now for the fun part. Adding the card, this to the front. And as you just could see, you saw my little trick, which I thought, Sharon, was absolutely fantastic idea. And we're just going to take this and we're going to line it right up with what we've already put on the inside. Okay. Oh, there we go. So now you've got this on your outside. Good luck. You open it up and there's where you're going to write your message. And it's just kind of just a different way to do it, the card on the inside, and make it a little bit more stylish. So yes, I think if I did that different, I would have done just a slightly different color, but hey, it's done. And I think it's still a really cute card. And if you guys have any suggestions or anything you'd like to see, or fun folds, or any other bits of advice you'd like to give me, that's something that you'd like to see, just let me know. Otherwise, you guys have a fabulous, fabulous afternoon. Bye, guys.